I'm Rod Kusin again on Monday morning, September 13. We see a long trade that's likely going to materialize here momentarily. So the time now is 10:41 Central. And let's just look at this. We should see this drop a little bit more. There we go. There's our setup bar, by the way, right there. Well, wait a minute, I may have to take that back. That may not be our setup bar. Actually, it does not look like our setup bar yet. So let's watch this. Yeah, it looks like it's liable to come down a little bit more. I want to see us. There's two ways to do this. We can do it with or without a setup bar. I prefer to have a setup bar. And we don't have it just yet. So while we do have a basis for an entry right in here, we could go long based on how our indicator was responding. Right there could have been an entry. But like I said, I'd rather have a setup bar. Okay, she's still going a little lower. That's still not a setup bar. So that didn't work. I'm just going to leave this here in case we see another pattern that would suggest getting in, but we'll just wait and see. Our stochastic indicator here is showing oversold condition, so we know we're close. We don't really use the stochastic for any other purpose than to just give us a general idea as to whether we're overbought or oversold. Now, once again, right in here, as we moved into positive conditions here, we're above our threshold, our indicator is positive, our bars are positive. That is also a condition that we look for to enter a long trade. But as I was mentioning, we just haven't had a setup bar, and that's what concerns me a little bit. Nevertheless, as you see, that may have been the better entry. And we don't have any retracement bar here either. But that's what this looks like. That's what the entry looks like. Or pardon me, the pattern of the indicator. This is what it looks like. Okay, this is going to come back down all the way. It's coming all the way back down. So if we were in a trade there, yeah, we just may as well just pull the trade, because this slope of the indicator was too severe, and it dropped way below the threshold line on these bars. Probability is she'll drop right back to that price and go lower. So now, as I was mentioning, this place on our indicator compared to this spot on our indicator, this is obviously down. Here's a higher low, here's a lower low. That indicates that the Spoos are going to drop below this level. That's not a guess. That's a certainty. Okay. That indication right here is unquestionable. It will drop below 1475. So getting in on a trade in here, which may have made some sense originally, makes no sense now. So once that has occurred, you see, it's just simply a matter of just pull the trade. There's no point whatsoever in taking any risk here, because the indicator is too good. It will drop. Now, when this drops below, that could be a very good time for an entry. Very good time for an entry. I'm just looking at how we're developing the situation here, and right here we have a setup bar. Right there is a setup bar. So we'd like to see this maybe drop in the neighborhood of 1425, 1450, a couple of ticks below this low. So that brings us to 1425. Let's see what happens. Alright, she came back up a little bit. It will drop below this low. It's just not ready. Now, incidentally, all of the other indicators that we watch, standard indicators that you've seen for years, all those indicators are positive right now. All of them indicate that we should be long. And there's confirmation. Of course, the market's going up and everybody's happy. They say their indicators said we should be long, and our indicators said no way. Okay. When this came down, right in here, it said, no, sir. Okay, possible setup bar for a drop. And what I mean by that is a setup bar that indicates a retracement back to this price. We would consider it set up if it continues to drop and we get our entry. But we don't know that. This thing could just pop right back up before it continues to move down. Hi there. What do we tell you? And it's going lower. We're going lower than that bar. So this right here, right in here, was the telltale sign right there that this was going lower. So although other standard indicators suggested, oh, we should be long right in here. Yes, go long. Our indicator says, are you crazy? And if you said, oh, this is a good time to go long. No, sir, it's not. It's coming right back and going lower. Now, we're looking at a good entry for, once it does that, this is going to be a good move because we've got a setup bar way back up here around 1650, 1625, pardon me. And with this dropping lower than 1450, there's an 8-tick move coming up. Now, as we look at a possible long entry here coming up, the okay, she's getting ready to drop. This next possible the long entry that's coming up here could even fool us, because normally what will happen with this kind of a drop, what I would anticipate, will drop below this line and it'll look like a good time to go long, and then it'll fool you again, and it'll be the subsequent low that ultimately gets the buyers to come in. And we're going to run out of time here, so we're going to finish up this video. The most important thing we learned from this is the indicator showed us where not to go, where not to get in. Whereas many may have elected to get in, that was not a good time to get in. So that's the power of this indicator. Very useful. And ultimately we'll be looking to turn this into a strategy with fully automated signals. We've got strategies that are automated now, but not quite in tune with what we're doing here. So we recommend, if you don't look at the next video, contact us. There's a lot of things that we'd like to tell you about. This is Rod Kusin and Spooman for Risk.